Hey guys, and welcome back to Wide Open Water. Today I'm going to do a quick challenge or just see if I can catch some fish on this small pond. I'm up north of the Metro right now. My goal is to get a couple bass, and if I can get into a big one, that'd be incredible. So I guess as usual, let's not waste any time and let's get to it. So I'm down by the pond now. I'm going to start out with this crankbait or a square bill. It only dives down about 2 to 3 feet depending on how fast you're reeling, maybe 5 feet. But it looks like it's pretty shallow. There's some weeds here. This may not be the best option, but let's just walk up and down the shoreline and see what we can catch. So the crankbait I was using before, it wasn't working well. I was getting way too many weeds on it, so now we're going to switch to this chatterbait here, and we're going to see if this works out. So at this point I just realized that the pond was no fishing. There was no signs posted anywhere else on the pond, just that one spot kind of near this bridge. So it kind of made me think that there was just the one area you weren't supposed to fish. No one ever said anything to me while I was there. I was only there for about 30 minutes at that one part of the pond, but I ended up fishing for about 10 more minutes. I threw a jerkbait, and then eventually I left and went to another pond that was nearby. But it was kind of surprising to see that there was a no fishing sign, because that pond is actually posted as a place that basically the DNR manages that pond. So I guess it was just really weird to see that. So now we're going to switch over to the Rapala, some sort of jerkbait from Rapala at least. I've used this for walleye in the past, so it should work for some bass. The key to working a jerkbait is that you pop it on slack, and eventually there'll be a fish on there. So now we're at spot number 2 here. First spot, I didn't catch anything, but the guy I ran into, he got 2 pike. So I gotta be careful throwing this jerkbait. This part, I saw on Google Maps there was like a little spillway or a little culvert over there, so we're gonna work this shoreline over here and then probably head down to the left there. And I don't see any signs over here that say no fishing, so I think I am in the clear. This looks like a decent spot to start. I'm betting I get a pike before a bass. Fish. What do we got? We got a little largemouth. Heck yeah. That is not bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I just got this guy on a little crawfish colored square bill. He might be a pound, but it's a healthy little fish. We're gonna get him back in the water. So I only had 1 hour to fish that day, and I was just glad to be able to catch that one bass. It was really fat for being about maybe 12-14 inches, so it was probably a female. It was probably gonna lay some eggs there in that pond, and probably a couple weeks from now, whenever the spawn happens. I guess looking forward to my next video. I'm gonna be up in Lake Mille Lacs, and I do have another walleye tournament coming up within the next month, so I have to do some more pre-fishing for that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm probably going to be trying some new techniques. My last tournament out there, I didn't really film much. We caught one walleye. It weighed almost 3 pounds, I want to say. So it was a good fish, but we just didn't get into the numbers that we wanted. So for this next tournament, my goal is to catch maybe 3, 4, 5 fish and get a decent bag. But until next time, guys, I'm Cam to Drop with Wide Open Water, and I'll catch you later.